Hello, hello. Welcome back to When in Robes. I'm Carly Konsker, and today I'm coming to you from Capri, Italy. I am here with a very special guest, somebody who, oh my God, stop. I'm here with my mom, Lisa Konsker.
Hi, everyone.
Oh my gosh. Before we talk about the activities on the island and the nightlife on the island and where we've gone for dinner, let's get to know you a little better. So, Mom, is there one hotel that sticks in your head and stands out as like a top hotel you've been to in your life?
Well, I loved Villa d'Este in Lake Como, loved Villa Belrose in Saint-Tropez.
And what did you love about these hotels?
I think I'm a sucker for a good view. Both have beautiful, picturesque views, as does this hotel. I think this hotel is fabulous. I love the George V in Paris. Also, I love a great sunset.
So do you have a spot? Is there a sunset that's very memorable for you?
I love the Tel Aviv Hilton sunset.
And what about that sunset?
It's just beautiful. It's the vibe of Tel Aviv. You go down, you can have like watermelon and some feta and a drink to end your day. It's beautiful. I also love sunsets around the world. I don't think there is a bad sunset because they're all so beautiful.
Yes, she is a sucker for a sunset. She makes me take sunset photos with her wherever we are. And I love sunsets too, and probably because of her, but she really does love to chase sunsets. When you look at a hotel to book, what are the top things that you look for? Is it location? Is it amenities at the hotel? Do they have a tennis court? What to you is important when it comes to booking a hotel?
It depends on why I'm going. If I'm going to a place that I have been before, I might be more specific that I want to be closer to something rather than outside the city or vice versa. When I go to a city, I like to be in the heart of the city. But that said, I have enjoyed being on the left bank of Paris very much at times. But that was after I had already seen the major sites of the city. I do like a tennis court, but it depends on if I'm going to have time on the vacation. If I'm in a new city, I won't look for a tennis court. I'm going to be sightseeing and I don't care.
Of all the trips that we've taken together, and we've taken a ton of trips together, we've been to China together, we've been to Paris together, we've been to Italy. Of all the trips that we've taken together, what trip of ours has been your favorite?
They're all special.
Yes.
And I love going away with you and sharing the different things with you. We were in China together, and I would not have had that opportunity to go to China and to do it the way we did it. I thought culturally it was amazing. You were underwhelmed by the Great Wall at the time. Maybe you were too young or maybe not. It's very crowded. It wasn't my favorite picturesque trip, but we did learn a lot. I love Florence. I love Paris. I don't know how to pick. They're all incredible.
I'm shocked you didn't pick New Zealand.
I was going to say, I think my most favorite, though, was Australia.
Yeah. When I was studying abroad in Australia, my mom came to visit, and we went to New Zealand together. And I think that was one of our best trips, where one day we took a helicopter from a beach to a glacier to a waterfall, and it was the most stunning, I think, visually stunning trip we've ever done. And we don't do that many like adventurous things. And for us, I feel like going on a helicopter and doing that was our sense
It was
of
very adventure for us.
It's not like I don't do bungee jumping. I don't do skydiving.
I don't either.
So
I think it was called the Over the Top Tour, helicopter tour. And it was very special. It was very special to share.
Of all the places that you've been to, what's one place that you haven't been that's on your bucket list? Or what's like your top 3 places still on your bucket list that you're dying to get to in your lifetime?
Well, I would go back to Australia and see the western part,
Like
Perth and Kimberley. We haven't been to. I haven't been to Asia. You've been.
Bali,
Fiji. You've been. I haven't. I would love to go to the Maldives. Mm-hmm. If I could manage it, I would love to go on a safari.
Okay, but if you have to pick one, Mom, of all those places you just mentioned, like what's the top to be top? Like where do you want to go next on your bucket list? I know the answer. I don't know why it's taking
Croatia.
you so long. No, I know the answer, and I don't know why it's taking you so long to say it.
Where do you think I want to go next?
You want to go to Japan during cherry blossom
Oh,
season.
yes, that's true. I do. I want to go to Japan during cherry blossom season. I love cherry blossoms, and I would like to do that.
Yeah, I'm shocked it took you so long to...
But South America is on my list. South America, Patagonia. I have not been to South America
yet. I asked you top on your list.
Cherry blossom season in Japan.
So you used to take a lot of girls' trips. Like when we were younger, you would go on those like adventurous girls' trips to like Alaska and stuff like that.
Stat trips with Erin.
You would do these like crazy adventurous trips when we were younger. What from those trips, like what was your favorite part about them, or what were those like?
It's funny that you remember that because I've actually only been on 2 of those trips.
Were they both to Alaska?
No, one was to Alaska, which was my first. That was very exciting, and we actually did get dropped on a glacier, and we did ice hiking, and it's a very intimate setting where it's called like an adventure therapy kind of trip, and I bonded with a few of the women there, and we're still friends today. The second one was to Ireland. It was nice. It was a biking trip. I didn't
even remember you go to Ireland.
As I like to say, it was in Donegal and in Dublin.
Okay.
And we went up the sea cliffs in Ireland. And I like to say that I walked my bike most of the time up. But everybody else was racing up, but we had a great time.
I love that. I didn't even remember that you went to Ireland, so that's pretty cool. Learn something new every day. Before we get into in-robe dining, let's discuss a little bit about the nightlife and about the restaurants we've been to for dinner. So in Italy, obviously, people eat a little bit later. They go out a little bit later. Our hotel is perfectly located. You can walk pretty much everywhere, but it also is in walking distance of the only 2 clubs in Capri. And as I've been told, there's really only 1 club in Capri. And I went there last night. It's called Anima Core. It means soul and love forever or something. Soul and love, right? Soul, love. Yeah, Core, love, heart, soul and heart.
So, heart
and soul. I got this really fun tambourine, which I walked out with and I was so excited about.
She was very excited about this tambourine last night.
I'm going to put it down because it's probably so annoying to have that in your ears for a microphone, but it was so much fun. They played songs in English and Italian, and everyone was dancing with tambourines, and it was just a really great time. All different age groups there, so whether you're younger or older or you're with your family, everyone can go and enjoy themselves there. Highly recommend making a reservation in advance because the line can get crazy. We saw the other night that the line was insane on a Saturday night. We went on a Sunday night, and luckily my mom was smart enough to make us a reservation, so thank you.
You're welcome.
But we walked right in, and it was really great. So as long as they have your name on a list, you won't have an issue getting in. So what we did is we paid them 60 euros, which includes a free drink at the bar, versus getting bottle service. And we didn't know how long we were staying, if we would like it or not. So it was the perfect way to just go and enjoy, have a great night, and then head back to our hotel around 2, 3 in the morning. But had a great time, and it was so convenient because it's about 500 feet from my hotel.
I also don't want you to forget that our hotel has an outdoor bar area that seems to be a hot spot.
For aperitifs in the afternoon.
Or desserts in the evening. It's always busy and always great people watching.
So we went and had dinner under the lemon trees last night, which is so iconic for Capri. And I absolutely love the restaurant. It's called Da Polino. It's so beautiful, so picturesque. I thought it was going to be overrated because a lot of things that you see on TikTok or when you Google something, it's the first thing that pops up. You're like, oh, this is going to be gimmicky. It's not going to be good. The food was amazing.
I thought it was great, and I also thought it was going to be overrated. I thought it was going to be beautiful, and we'd take some pictures, but I didn't think the food was going to be good, and honestly, it was great.
We had a lot to share. We went with 2 of our friends. They had salad, we had pasta, we had their famous zucchini pasta with butter and I think pepper and Parmesan.
Maybe. Yeah.
It was so good. And then we had their lemon pasta because lemon trees, lemon pasta. And we also had their lemon chicken, which I thought was just like fine. It was like just regular chicken. It was nothing to write home about. And then they also had their own dessert room as well. And you could get gelato or you can get lemon sorbet gelato in a lemon. Some of the biggest lemons I've ever seen in my life. They were huge.
They were huge.
But it was absolutely beautiful. We really enjoyed the night. And then the night before that, we went to
Aurora.
Oh yeah, we went to Aurora. Everyone has said it's their favorite restaurant. It's one of the hot places to go. I thought the meal was good. It was not something that blew me away, but it was still delicious. Like we ate everything.
We loved it, but we're a little spoiled. You live in LA, I'm still in New York, and we have great food. It was a great restaurant, but it was not spectacular like everybody was talking about.
Yeah, it was a fun vibe. It was definitely packed. We split a margarita pizza to start, which was fine. It was good, but not something that was extremely memorable, except that it was very thin, which was yummy, but not quite remarkable. Then we had split lemon pasta, which we really enjoyed. And we got creme brulee for dessert. I enjoyed it. I would still recommend people to go there.
It was good. The women were pretty chicly dressed, I would say, but I wouldn't say it was my top 3.
No, I say if you're coming and you're here for a few days, definitely go, but I wouldn't run there, to be honest. But it is right in town, so you can shop around before or after. And one thing about Capri, which is amazing, is that the stores are open until between 10 and 11. So you can shop all day, all night long, and it's dangerous, but it's great.
I think it's great. We haven't done that much shopping, though.
We still have time. We still have time to do some shopping. We haven't eaten anywhere else, right?
No, because we missed the first night.
We haven't eaten anywhere else because we did miss the first night. We got stuck at Newark Airport. So we were originally supposed to land here on the 25th, but we ended up landing on the 26th instead because our flight from New York to Naples got canceled due to mechanical issues. So we were on the plane. They had 2 hours of mechanical issues. Then they canceled the flight because they couldn't get a plane that was small enough to land in Naples in the amount of time that they needed. They put everyone up in hotels. They gave food vouchers. It was a hot mess. But in the end, it all worked out. They got a new plane for our entire flight. So basically, everyone that was on our canceled flight ended up on our new flight the next night. And we really only missed one meal here. We didn't really miss a beach club the first day at all. So we were able to really see everything that we wanted to see, except for going to Villa Verde, which is the restaurant we missed, which I hear is great. And unfortunately, today it was overcast and rainy and very windy. So we have not been able to go on a boat to the Blue or Green Grotto yet or around the island, which is definitely on my bucket list. And I know it's on yours too.
I have been and I have seen it, but I really wanted you to see it.
But you haven't done the Green Grotto.
No, I haven't done the Green Grotto.
Yeah, so we're hoping to get to see it at some point during our trip. This is not our only stop in Italy, so hopefully we will get to it soon. We do have some in-room dining. It will not be chicken fingers since we are in Italy and we are in Capri. I figured spaghetti vongole is the pasta of the island besides spaghetti limon. So I don't know if that's how you say it in Italian, but like in Spanish, it's limon. We are going to rate some spaghetti vongole that's been sitting in our room for about 10, 15 minutes now.
And we haven't eaten anything from room service yet.
So let's get into it. This is in-room dining at the Kisisana in Capri, Italy. If I'm being honest, it looks delicious. I will mix this a little because it's really hot at the bottom. It has some cherry tomatoes in it. It has some clams and a little parsley, I think. We do love spaghetti and clams, so it's not like this is our first time having it in. This is a huge order, by the way. I think this could feed like 4 people.
It's huge.
Right? I am going to try the pasta alone first, and then I'll try it with a clam. So, while it's in a beautiful bowl and the portion's massive, the pasta's very plain. The clams are delicious, but it's just together, there's not enough sauce that it doesn't really have much flavor, versus the one that we had at Lido was delicious. It was very flavorful. It packed a punch. This one is more of a plain Jane, and it feels like they didn't really toss the clams with the pasta. It's like they cooked it separately and then combined it, which you can really taste because the pasta hasn't really soaked up a lot of the flavor.
I think that they didn't use the natural broth that they cooked the fish in enough to mix it, so it's not enough liquid. It's a little dry. But I do think the clams taste great, and it is a nice size portion.
So, on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you rate this spaghetti vongole?
5.6.
Is that a 5.6 or is that a 5?
5.5.
Or 6?
No, 5.55.
5.5. Okay.
I mean, it's definitely tasty, and it's definitely a nice presentation. It's not the best I've ever had, but it's certainly not the worst.
Would you order it again?
I would not order it again from here. It's not good enough that I want to finish the bowl of pasta, which if it was really good, I would want to do.
So, I'm going to give this 4.8. A 4.8 just because I feel like a 5 has to be decent enough where I may want to order it again. I think the clams were the saving grace in this, but I did just get a sandy one. So my official score is a 4.8. My mom rated it a 5.5. We both will not be finishing this bowl of pasta. We will not be ordering it again, but we absolutely love the Kisisana. Shout out to our travel agent, Stella, who helped us book this entire trip. Thank you so much for getting us an incredible room with a beautiful balcony and plenty of space for all of our luggage. We absolutely love it here and don't want to leave.
We don't.
So that's it for In Robe Dining and the Strip Down. Before I go, my mom would love for me to mention there is a restaurant right by the pool downstairs. It's beautiful blue and white, and it overlooks the pool and the water. We have not tried it, but there's still time on our vacation where we might just have a few bites from there. So that's it for today. Mom, thank you for being on the podcast.
Carly, thank you for having me.
Thank you guys for listening and watching. I'm Carly Konsker.
I'm Lisa Konsker.
And this was When in Robes at the Kisisana in Capri. Stay tuned because you never know where we'll end up next. Goodbye.
Goodbye.